Hey guys, how's it going today? Here I am, new to this channel. My name is Zach Howell. I work at Shields as a part-time boat technician. A little bit about me. I like bows. It's really bow hunting's my passion. It's really what I like doing. So, why I'm making this channel, I guess, is to just share my passion and get to teach people what bows are about. And I guess I'm going to start with just the basics of a compound bow, what it's made of. Won't really get in depth to it that much of the different parts of it. So what you got, let's start with the cams. As you can see, those arrows pointing to the cams there, those are basically what holds your strings. Your cams are basically the main part of the bow. With this is a dual cam bow, so most likely there's going to be limb stops or cable stops that will keep it from overdraw. We'll get to more about overdraw and stuff in a later video. Other than that, that's basically what they do. They will control a lot of dual cam bows will control draw length. There's going to be mods. Usually on the bottom cam is where your draw length will be adjusted. Now it is different with the new bows. It is adjustable on the top and bottom. So I guess we can get started with the strings. I apologize again for my speaking. I'm just new to this and trying to do the best I can. So just comment below if you think I need to improve, I guess. But so on the strings, you can see the knocking loop. I like to call it D loop. Obviously it's just shaped like a D. When I am putting these on, I like to have my rest on first. As you can see, it's pointed towards the arrow shelf there. That's basically just what the rest is. They just get technical with it. I like to have an arrow knocked. Make sure it's level before I start tying in my D loop. That way I know when I put my arrow in, it's going to be shooting out level. And for a lot of beginners out there, your D loop is what you're going to hook your release to draw back the bow instead of using your fingers. If you look at the string silencers, those are just basically made out of rubber. So when you shoot the bow, you're getting a lot of vibration out of those strings. You're not going to be able to feel it while you're gripping the bow at all. It's basically just going to take a lot of noise out when you're hunting, or that's usually what they're made for. Take noise out, handle vibration. Then you got your peep sight. So what your peep sight does, it accords with your front sight. So when you draw the bow back, you're going to look through that peep sight actually. Once you look through that peep sight and you're at your anchor point, you're going to look through your front or main sight, and that's from there on you're going to be aiming at your target. That's basically what that's meant for. It's gives you basically what the peeps for is it gives you an accurate shot. That's basically all it does. So going off of the strings, I guess we'll talk about your cable guard. So the front, I guess, where you knock up your arrow and all that stuff, and you start pulling it back. That front, that part closest to you is the strings. Those back two are actually cables, and those are just all a part of the cams and the way they work. We'll talk about that in another video. So then you got your cable guard, and that's just a little stick coming out of the riser. Your cable guard is going to basically just make sure those cables are in line, and so when you draw back, your cables are going to fall in the shelves of the cams correctly. They're not going to, it's going to make sure the bow's not going to derail, those kinds of things like that. So then we'll go to the arrow shelf. Now the arrow shelf is basically just the arrow rest. It's going to connect to your riser. So when I'm putting on a rest, I like to have it spaced from the riser about 1.75 inches, and that should actually line it up with the strings. And what I mean by that is when you knock up an arrow and you put it in the rest, if you go back, close your dominant, or look through your dominant eye, and if the arrow is lined up with the strings, it's basically just, that's telling you it's a good sign that it's going to have a better luck of shooting straight, is all that what that's doing. So yeah, that's basically all your rest does. Holds the arrow, makes it fly better, so you don't have to hold it with your hand, of course. Then you got your front sight. That's what you're going to be looking through, aiming at your target when you look through the peep sight. Most people, like me, have multiple pins for different yardages. And that's sighting in. We can talk about that in another video too, about how to sight stuff in. Then you got your limbs, upper and lower limbs, as you can see. Those basically just hold your cams, connects to the riser. They adjust your poundage. Some limbs are poundage specific, like my bow, I think, is a Matthews Z7. Typically has, usually I think it came with 70-pound limbs, but I switched them to 65 because I don't usually shoot 70, so I've got it maxed out at 65 right now. And then what you've got for that main part there, where it's just kind of dipping like a little horseshoe, the U, that's called your riser. And the riser is what's going to hold your sight. It's going to hold your stabilizer if you choose to have one. It's where your grip is. It's where you're going to hold it. That's basically the main part of the bow that you've got to have to even shoot one. So, I mean, that's really about it for this part. Just bow basics, compound bow basics. If you want, I can do recurve basics, stuff like that. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know any suggestions for me to improve in the future. I would greatly appreciate it. More videos to come, obviously. Probably do some bow reviews, my favorite arrows, picking arrow choices, sights, all that kind of stuff. So like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Like I said, I'm new to this stuff, so just let me know if I need to improve on anything, what you guys think. So thanks a lot for watching, and I appreciate it. I hope you learned something. Thank you.